what Jim Harbaugh is always about. Who's got it better than us? Nobody. They elected to defer after winning the opening toss. Brennan Presley is back there, and Jordan Waters will be the one to take it out for the Rams. Take it right about to the 30-yard line. That's where this Rams offense is going to set up shop. So the first play will be from the 30. C.J. Daniels, the former running back, in motion. They throw it to him. He's been productive so far in preseason and gets shoved out of bounds after a modest gain by Cam Hart. Tonight, defensive coordinator Chris O'Leary really excited to watch those two rookies in the defensive backfield on 2nd down and 1. It's a handoff for Waters, and he meanders his way to the 40 and gets enough for the first down. Simpson, good pocket, and a little bit short of the first down. Tarheeb still was staying in front of Brennan Presley, who did make the catch, but it's 4th down. Ingold, the motion man, fake it to Hampton. Herbert, couple of pumps, finally gets rid of it, and it's Charlie Kohler, who did make the catch last week, and similar to a week ago. Now 2nd down and 1, it's Njoku who they put with those shifts, and then a drop from Herbert. Ball is loose and picked up by Anderson. The Rams scooping right up, and the Chargers with another mistake on the offensive end. A gift in this Battle of LA, their rival. Is what Chris O'Leary has said has been the biggest head turner so far. On 2nd and 10, Simpson with a completion, and Presley will try to take it a little bit further. Makes it 3rd down and short, where he gets wrapped up by Deion Henley. Waters in the backfield with Simpson. Danielson in motion. Hand it, nowhere to go. It's Henley right up the middle to stuff him. In there for a 27-yard attempt, and he drills it. So the Chargers set up the Rams in excellent field position after the fumble. Play action. A lot of time for Herbert to unload a deep ball down the middle of the field. Wide open. It's a touchdown. Quentin Johnston to the house. McDaniel Magic strikes for the first time at SoFi to the tune of 65 yards. The ball landed in the landing zone before it went to the end zone, so this drive starts from the 20, and a nice run by Dean Connors, who weaves his way to the 26-yard line for a gain of 6. Quentin Johnston always appears to be the guy that is utilized as that attacking player. Another good run to the outside, and Dean Connors does get the edge and then some. First down across the 35 to the 38-yard line. I try to make them as difficult as possible.
Thank you.
Play action on 1st down. And Simpson, it is bobbled and caught by Danielson, who then gets leveled as he tried to turn it upfield by Delshon Phillips. He's been around some great mentors, including Marcus Freeman, now Jim Harbaugh, and of course Jesse Minter, his predecessor. This run is going to be enough for the first down, as Dean Connors does bring it. That's a defensive backfield with Jefferson, Elijah Molden, of course Derwin James, fresh off a contract extension, as the rookie Max Clare makes a catch but couldn't turn it upfield. Does get it across the 45-yard line to the 44. They love what he brings to the team on special teams and on the defensive side. And Junior Colson coming off the pick 6 last week. Simpson fires and connects. It's a first down catch for Alex Bachman as he brings it to the 38. 5 minutes to play in this opening quarter. Play action. Simpson tries to step up and does. He evades the rush of Nadeem Tucker and brings it all the way for 9.5. We'll see where they mark it to see whether it's a first down. Alabama went 11-4 in his 15 starts. Handoff up the middle, and Waters trips himself up. Now nearly 6 minutes elapsed. Play action on 1st down. Simpson across his body, short catch made by Connors. The great battles is in the defensive secondary for those final roster spots. Handoff up the middle, and the extra effort with a spin is going to get Connors more than enough inside the 15. Well, the Chargers trying to preserve a lead from that 65-yard touchdown. Simpson to the outside. A nice catch and turn from Dean Connors to set up 1st and goal for the Rams. And they will run it up the middle, and the Chargers get the stop.
It's Tony Jefferson again. He was the main player in the offense.
Vidal, oh, what a move just to give them a little bit of space. Gets it across the 5. It looked like he was dead to rights at the 1-yard line. And Vidal getting shaky to give them that breathing space. Week 1 of preseason in Houston, but struggled last week against his former team. This time Vidal cannot get away. The immediate edge penetration from Cam Lampkin is going to set up third down. Third down and 6. Lance trying to get away. And Lance tried to get creative at the last second. Gets it to the 10. And it'll likely be a 3-and-out and a punt for the Chargers. It's about as high level.
Easy now.
On the rollout, and another completion for Simpson, who is now 10 for 11 throwing the football. True Edwards makes the grab. On 2nd down and 3, quick throw, quick catch, back-to-back going to Edwards. And this one will go across the 15 down to the 14 for a first down. What he can do on the defensive end along with his special team stardom. Chargers bring the house. Simpson has to get away. Across his body, end zone. It is caught. Brennan Presley on the run for the touchdown. Offensively of the first game against Houston, but Vidal will stay in and Gatson will be in motion. Fake it to Vidal. Good time here, and Lance is going to tuck it and gain 4 on first down. This year has gotten more comfortable in his second go-around with Mike McDaniel. Oh, the reverse. It's Davis to the outside. He's got speed across the 35 and spins his way to the 39-yard line. Goes for 15 yards. Now the pitch on first down to Vidal. Jump cut and gets it upfield to the 45-yard line. Chargers on the offensive line. Now on 2nd down and 5, Lance. Oh, the maneuver, and now Lance, the wheels as he slides down at the Rams 45. So Boda in motion on 2nd down and 10, and it's Johnson snaking his way across the 35-yard line, remaining productive on a first down carry.
And the pieces that we were able to bring in, it's exciting, man, and I'm looking forward to winning the championship.
I hope so. There you go. Back to you guys.
All right, guys, appreciate it. On 3rd down and 5, Lance has to step up, and Lance gets spun down. It looks like he's going to be about a yard short. Fake it to Johnson. Look out from behind, and Lance goes down. Darrell Peterson, the 3rd from the blind side, and the Rams get the sack and the stop. He is the type of guy that thinks whatever situation you put him in, he can make the play. Former basketball player that shows off his love for contact as well. And on 1st and 5, keeping the footing, Dean Connors drives the pile to the 40-yard line. Shelley through training camp has been like Dane Cook in 2006, Employee of the Month, as he continues to showcase his ability and natural instincts. This time the soft spot of the defense.
The receiver a chance to get some of that yak.
Now play action on 1st down. Another open receiver. Another completion for Simpson going to Daniels, as he'll pick up 6 on a short-term extension. Of course, Stetson Bennett has played through the preseason as well for the Rams. That one is caught, but it looks like it's short of the first down by about half a yard, as Alex Bachman will set up 30 short for the Rams. It's a handoff. It's Waters. It's a first down across the 30. 2nd down and 7. 2 minutes to play in the second. A slip play there, and Mark Redmond will take it to the 18-yard line to set up 3rd down and 1. 3rd down and 1. Hand up, and a first down. Colson greets Waters there, but it was a little bit too late. Keeps this drive moving now inside the 15. 10th play of this drive. Rams have won the time of possession so far. And a quick play, yet that was held on to by C.J. Daniels. He got absolutely walloped by Marlowe Wax. Mevis got things rolling in the scoring department from inside of 30 yards, and he's now 2 for 2 on his chip shots. So now new quarterback look. DJ Uiagalelei in there for this final 20 seconds. They're going to let it rip. Right on target for KLS, and a big chunk to put them right in that general vicinity of field goal range. And Uiagalelei looking comfortable like he did in the first preseason game. Out of the pocket this time, over the middle, and it's caught in stride by Davis. Inside the 25, he gets out of bounds and keeps the timeouts. Lamar Johnson in the backfield with Uyunglele. Pressure breaks down, and Uyunglele falls down. Cam Lampkin devours the quarterback, and the timeout is taken with 3 seconds remaining. Nice boot. DeLozier from the 5. Across the 20, finds a seam at the 30. Flags are down as DeLozier takes it to the 45-yard line.
We've gotten out leveraged a few times. We've got to play the boots better, tackle better. It's just same thing, all about execution.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
Baseball player at one point.
Clocked at 95 miles per hour in high school. That's a softball instead. And again, it goes to Svoboda, who's going to be a yard shy. Pitch it, Amar Johnson. Good blocking, and he will get just enough right at the line of game, but a first down.
You know, doing this with you guys, so it's wow. You know, we were up in the corner, I think, when we were in San Fran and Dallas. I had to walk through the crowd, so this was easy, you know, and a lot more spacious and air.
Rams bring 5. Uyunglele delivers, and it's incomplete. Campbell comes up a little gimpy. And Uyunglele is going to use the big body and get him himself. On first down. Pitch it, DeLozier. Good blocking. And DeLozier with the juke across the 35. Bakalahi coming by way of Australia on the international player pathway will almost certainly be on that opportunity squad, and DeLozier trying to showcase why he should be too. From 34 yards away. And this kick is up and good. That Texas team was a guy who's fighting for a roster spot in the NFL and looking comfortable in the early going. This is a big run to the outside, and Waters finally gets decked down the sideline inside the Charger 30. On 4th and 3 to the end zone, and it's caught. Dean Connors with the hands. Touchdown. What a flag. Drive starts from the 35. DeLozier in the backfield. Play action to him over the middle of Uyunglele. On the money. Impressive catch up high by Gary Jennings. Svoboda the motion man on 2nd down and 2. Pascuzzi as well. DeLozier with a haul. DeLozier into the secondary. And DeLozier all the way for the touchdown. 34 yards. Offense does in fact stay out there for the 2-point attempt. Uyunglele off the fake to the end zone. And it's caught. Svoboda for 2.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I mean, it varies. Growing up, I grew up mostly in New Jersey and partially in
Arizona. Well, Arizona's kind of like the Raiders on that graphic we just showed.
On the way up with a first-year coach, and DeLozier again breaking free across the 25, still going out of bounds across the 35.
And we went in about 5 days early.
Wow.
And we still lost the game, but we had a good time.
Oh, nice hit. Amani Johnson, bear hug. Ethan Evans will send it away. Monte Ross says just back away from that thing, but it takes a Rams bounce, and a beautiful one at that. It's going to roll all the way to the 1. DeLozier up to 110 yards on the touchdown. It's a quick throw, and Jennings yards after catch across the 15. Left in this 4th quarter. Just got to get it in field goal range. Uyunglele wide open. Clifford with the catch and run across the 40-yard line, and the rookie out of Penn State. Rams bring 4. Uyunglele is wrapped up, and he just threw it at the ground. DeLozier was in the general area, and we'll see if they feel that that was enough. Now makes this 2nd down and long. Uyunglele, it's and the Rams look like they're on it. Darrell Peterson, the third, the rookie out of Wisconsin, to